Hello Predator fans, this is Demonic Review Spot, and in honor of the release of Predators on DVD and Blu-ray, I finally decided to review all three of these Predator figures from Neca. I have the Berserker Predator, as well as the Classic Predator, which is a must-own in my opinion. And finally, I have the Falconer Predator. And on the back of each box, it gives a small bio of each Predator, as well as some pictures, as you can see. Now for the bio, I'm not going to read, but I'll put the camera on it, and if you want to pause it, you can read that if you want. And I will do the same for the Classic Predator. And finally, the Falconer. As for the movie itself on Blu-ray disc, I already seen this with some friends on opening day, and I did enjoy it as a sequel to the Predator series. Now, many people consider this movie to be the true sequel to the original Predator starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I consider this the sequel to Predator 2, so I actually consider this movie to be Predator 3, but it's a sequel and it fits in there somehow. I thought Robert Rodriguez did a wonderful job with this one. It stars some huge actors like Adrian Brody, Danny Trejo, aka Machete. That movie was awesome, by the way. Topher Grace, and some other actors that I can't think of the name of right now, but down here it says Robert Rodriguez presents exclusive prequel motion comics. Explore the Predator universe. And up here gives the description of the movie. So yeah, can't wait to watch this for the second time. And let's open these figures. Okay, these figures look pretty badass from NECA. They did a fantastic job on the amount of detail on each figure. Yeah, there's only one small minor problem, and that's the wrist blades on my Classics Predator. They've been placed upside down. I've been trying to get in that wrist panel there and trying to see if I could fix that, but it's glued on there pretty good, it seems. If anybody knows if there's a way to fix those, leave in the comments below. I would appreciate that. Thank you. And there's a close-up of Classic Predator's mandibles. Looks awesome as hell. And here's the Falconer. And of course, the Berserker. For articulation on the Berserker, his head moved mostly left, but not much right because of his shoulder cannon. It gets in the way of his dreadlocks there, so as you can see, that kind of hinders most of the movement of his head. Also, the dreadlocks are made of soft plastic, which is nice. It's got the nice red highlights there. The mask is non-removable. I wish it was. It would have been awesome, or I wish they would have given him switchable heads. That would have been nice at least. The shoulder cannon does go up and down and left and right. Also, this piece right here does spin. Try to get a nice close-up of that. It does spin just like in the movie, so that rotates, which is nice. Let's see, for the arms, it goes forward and back, goes out and in, it has articulation in the elbow, and also it swivels also. He has wrist articulation. As for his wrist blade, this is fully detachable, and I could just reattach easily. He does have waist articulation, and in the legs, it does go forward and back. And he has articulation down right here in the midsection, but It's kind of stiff on my Berserker figure, so it doesn't really want to move that good. He has articulation in the knee, and that also swivels. And he has articulation in the ankles as well. So as you can see, the Berserker figure has quite a bit of nice articulation on him. It's not like Marvel Legends status or anything, but not that much of articulation could be expected from Neca, since they're mostly like almost, I want to say, like McFarlane figures. Got him in a sick pose right there, holding out his hand. As for the Falconer, it's the same amount of articulation as the Berserker figure, except he doesn't have a shoulder cannon, so he has nothing hindering his head movement, so it can move mostly left and right. And it feels like it's on a ball joint, so it can move up and down, which is nice, and of course the hair is soft plastic. And as for his gigantic wrist blade here that he used to fight the Yakuza character in the movie, this is fully detachable as well, and it can reattach easily. And once again, it's the same exact articulation as the Berserker, so I'm not going to go into details about the rotation of like the arms and the wrists and legs and stuff. So yeah, looks awesome. Oh, and once again, the mask is non-removable, which sucks, but it's okay. Still looks cool. Okay, finally for the Classics Predator. He has the same amount of articulation as the other two Predators. However, the articulation in his left arm is mostly hindered by the shoulder attachment. As you can see, he can still move around pretty good, but not too much because you don't want to break that piece off. Or I don't want to break that piece off, actually. His head can move left and right. Kind of hindered by the shoulder cannon, but this entire piece is detachable. And the shoulder cannon does have some articulation, goes forward and back, goes up and down, left and right, which is pretty cool. And I'll just show off more of the detail on him, since the articulation is the same as those two Predators right there. And yeah, this faulty wrist blade that I have on my Predator sucks. It's placed in wrong, but whatever. I will get that fixed eventually. Or try to. Yeah, the knee bends and all that jazz. Twist. Movement in the ankle. And the hair is also soft plastic like the other ones. But yeah, this guy looks pretty badass. Glad I picked him up. And yes, I will detach this since I mentioned it. As you can see right there. And that just reattaches easily, like so. Now, I absolutely recommend these figures to any collectors or Predator fans out there. Each figures ran me about $17 a piece. I got these from Toys R Us, so they were expensive, but they were so worth it for the detail alone. And that concludes my Predator figures review from Neca. This is Demonic Review Spot, signing out.